Mississippi. The Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some are thankful for the sound of cowbells or scream. Put it away as we start the festivities. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Rebels offense will get the first crack at it here. Hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Well, everybody knew it. Ole Miss blew out State last time.
And they put a number up on them. Everything was clicking, yes, and the Egg Bowl is always close. It seems like those games come down to something crazy. But last year, Hotty-toddy put the smack down.
Yeah, it was Hotty-toddy that was able to just handle the emotion in that game right from jump. I mean, offensively, they jumped all over the Bulldogs early. That's going to be a big key for them again, I think, this time around.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. And off from the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they...
Touchdown, Ole Miss! First score of the game goes up. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
So Mississippi State's offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Mississippi State right back to the line. Following Ole Miss 1926. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Caught behind the line. It's Clark. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Slithers into space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Off-play action. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense in press coverage. To the air. It's Croman Hope. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it at the 30. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They tied it with... And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Got the quick pass. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Mississippi State looking for the fourth down conversion. Tries to get it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Hey, fourth and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
Play action on first down. Here comes the heat. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it...
Touchdown, Mississippi State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give to the tailback. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench. Fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hiked. Coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line. Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pocket breaking down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Under fire. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the 2nd play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got his man downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Bulldogs in the hurry up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And incomplete on the deep ball. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide receivers, you still expect them to put that ball in there and make it happen.
Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Right on the money. At the 35, he's loose. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now they take the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll leave it with him. Got a little space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game eat.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. With the catch, it's Hardy. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the catch. It's Hardy. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. A break to check him out. And the Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the single back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Hardy. And he's dragged down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch around the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Pulls it in. It's Odom. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 4 wideout set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watkins. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Gets it out fast. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed behind the line. It's Clark. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is in the air. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Tom.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his man. It's Henderson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State.
The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
That's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
The play action fake. Gives him the big stiff arm. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Touchdown Bulldogs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Hill. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable.
Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this.
It's picked up, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. On the run, it's Clark. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
4 wideouts set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. This time it's complete. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Mississippi State right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Gives it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's what...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quickly complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy, you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And that was an absolute no-brainer. 4th and inches, I'm not going to kick a long field goal. Absolutely not. I'm going to get physical. I'm going to prove my team I got faith in them, I got trust in them, and it's rewarded, and they get the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Rebels! And that one will give him the lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
That scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got it in the middle, it's Hardy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll run this one off right tackle. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one. The Land Sharks circling the shotgun. They go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So first down will open up the final period. They go to the ground. There he goes. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Green. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super.
Gets loose in the middle. Touchdown, Ole Miss! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. The Hottie-Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Palmer?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Mississippi State going up tempo. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to...
Touchdown, Rebels! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Gets the back moving. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And some room to work. He's loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything.
Defense here with a big lead in the game. You're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. From the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Hardy. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Mississippi State going up tempo. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Breaks into the open. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
To throw, it's Croman Hope. Into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Thomas. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. Great job by the back on the option. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
What can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park, but they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll send the back in motion. Caught over the middle. It's Hardy. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line, it's Clark. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
First and goal, Mississippi State.
Just keeps swinging it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.